And then I realized I'm standing there with the Undertaker and it's just quiet.
You're just
And then
waiting
I was
for your
like,
friend.
oh my God, I have something to say to this guy. So
Yeah.
I turned to him. I was like, Mr. Undertaker, Taker. I said, I know this is going to sound extremely strange, but we have a friend in common. And I work at a restaurant called This Restaurant, and I work for this person. And he said, if I ever met you, to tell you that he says hello. And all of a sudden, the Undertaker takes off his glasses and he turns to me and he said, so and so from Houston, Texas. I was like, yes, so and so from Houston, Texas. And then he goes, well, our daddies grew up together. They were best friends. I'm like, yeah, I know. I told him that was impossible because we know your dad died in the funeral parlor fire.
I watched that funeral home burn down to the ground.
He didn't laugh at that at all. And I was like, because I'm trying to work jokes in.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
uncomfortable. I don't know if you've talked to a dead man.
Yeah,
Always uncomfortable.
yeah.
So anyway, he goes, well, can you do me a favor? He's like, can you tell him that Mark Calloway says hello? And then he said, I'm Mark. And I said, I know, but I didn't realize that he was introducing himself to me because we have a friend in common. And then he goes, and I said, if you stop at his restaurant in Toronto tomorrow, he'll hook you up. And he's like, I got about, you know, 8 hours booked with a tattoo artist I like in Toronto. So that's not going to happen. But he's like, you tell him I said hello. And then he goes, oh, and your friend's coming back. So I'm putting the glasses back on because he's annoying. And I'm so sorry. So he puts the glasses back on. And then my friend is comes back. And now the Undertaker's there. And then like one of the road agents comes up with this beautiful little blonde girl. And she's like, Mark, let's go, let's go. And when you're a high level of talent, you have travel perks,
Yeah.
groupies and acquaintances on the road and relationships on the road. You've seen Almost Famous.
We are not groupies.
Yeah.
So basically, I could pick up at what was going on. She's like, Mark, let's go. Mark, let's go. My buddy's going, I still don't know what to ask you. I still don't know what to ask you. How about nothing? And then he goes, how are your wife and kids? And I was like, and then he takes the glasses off and he has his eyeballs rolled back into his head. And he
No.
goes, you claim to know me? You talk to me as if you know me. And my friend dropped to his knees and begged him for forgiveness. And then Mark, or slash the Undertaker,
Yeah.
he just walked off into the November fog, and I'd never see him ever again.
Wow. That's crazy.